enough to where you can actually see the fibers kind of move and activate. For arms, they're not like legs where you want a little bit longer resting period. So I'm usually going in between 1 and 2 minutes. And that's a real 1 and 2 minutes. And a lot of people say, yeah, rest in between 1 and 2 minutes. No, you ain't. You're on your phone, updating your Facebook and doing an extra playlist and all this other stuff. Maybe taking a damn selfie in the mirror. Next thing you know, 5 minutes later, goes by and then you lost your pump. No, this is a lot different. Utilizing what's in front of me with the supplements that I'm taking, like with Accelerate and Built, in order to get its full effectiveness, you gotta push yourself. So I'm gonna come up here and hold it, and we're gonna do 5 just like this. And we're gonna do 5 fast ones. All right, so here we are over the dumbbell rack. You know what time that is. Concentration curl time, but not seated. I'm gonna do a variation that we saw over in Pump and Iron with Arnold Schwarzenegger, how he would do them standing up and just hunched over a little bit. So I've been incorporating that for years, and it's definitely developed some good peak contractions on my biceps. So what we're gonna do is grab the dumbbells, point always like in an L shape, and that's what we're gonna form. We're gonna form a nice L right here. When I didn't do arms as frequent, even if I would go light on the weight, the muscles weren't being activated. So imagine doing 315 underhand barbell rolls and this is weak. You're gonna snap that. First exercise is usually where I get a couple warm-ups in, then I go straight into working sets, and then on to the next one. I'm gonna jump right into some alternating dumbbell curls. But what I normally do is do all one arm at once, and primarily that's because I want the constant tension for that period of time instead of resting in between by doing one after the other. I'm not doing uppercuts here, guys. I'm not doing shoulders or back. I'm trying to really just stay focused right here. So one good tip about arms, if you have one that's shaped or smaller than the other, you can always increase the repetitions on that side. There's really no identical biceps out there. I remember I was talking to Lou Ferrigno about that one time. He was asking me, are both the same? And I was like, no. He goes, yeah. It's like same with me, same with Arnold, same with a lot of those guys. Because you're always gonna favor one side over the other. So now we're done with some biceps. Now it's time for tries, guys. So here we are over at the rope doing some pull downs. I normally like doing this. I think this is probably the most fan favorite exercise to start your tricep workout. Pretty self-explanatory. We're gonna pull all the way down and get a full contraction. We're gonna twist just a little bit. We're not gonna take the rope though and just come here and then do one of these. That's kind of like short-changing it up a little bit. We're gonna start here and actually come here, all right? Usually isolation starts with foot placement, good balance, and where your back is against this pad. If you're too busy hunched over like this, you're gonna be pressing down like this. I just don't understand it. You're starting to get more of your pecs involved too, which we're not doing pec day. That was Monday. I like to throw this in normally at the end, but given the gym atmosphere tonight, I wanted to get this in the middle, and sometimes it's always good to change up the order of the actual workout that you have been doing. A lot of guys will try to change up the specific exercises, try to shock the body. Well, maybe try those same exercises you normally do on a daily basis, weekly basis, and then switch the order up. So instead of doing dips first or last, do them in the middle. That's what we're doing right here. All about muscle activation, guys. I mean, if the muscle's not activating, there's a lot of different problems. I mean, it could be, through a neck injury, back injury, etc. A lot of things happen to do with your misalignment. I carry a lot more muscle than I did when I was younger. So for carbs, you know, I usually can do like some type of potato or white rice. I like the traditional meal, to be honest, but when I'm traveling like this and I'm going in and out, I'll just throw in some whey and then, you know, some creatine, and then I'll eat like 40 minutes later because I want to make sure I'm getting a lot of aminos and protein in right after I train. And I'd rather just eat my carbs, you know. I know a lot of guys like talk about carb powders and this and that, but I personally, at this point in time in my career, would rather get in the influx of aminos and proteins, creatine, glutamine, all that stuff, and then eat. Probably because I'm always hungry.